Hey guys, Chad Hart coming at you with another video. Today's video is about a subject I really do not want to talk about, but I know it's got to be talked about. It's the title of today's video is "You can lead a jackass to water, but you cannot make her drink." Now, if you caught a little bit of the video I uploaded earlier today, I mentioned a little thing about how now the ex-brother-in-law, for the second time, he's been accused of inappropriately touching the ex-stepkids. Man, it's a messed up situation. But all right, let's just go right to the beginning. When I got married back on January 20th, 2017, it's easy to remember because that's when Trump was sworn in. But the marriage didn't even last one term. But thank God for that. Anyways, ever since I was married to her, her brother, who supposedly was a former meth head, I don't know if it really is former, but he had issues in Oregon, and he mysteriously came here. And now I think I know what the reason is. But anyways, about mid-2000, I'd say 18, is when the eldest stepdaughter came forward and said how her uncle was touching her inappropriately, groping, whatever you'd like to call it, copping a feel. And so he was investigated, questioned by the police. He turned the tears on, much like his sister. And even too, his sister was trying to feed me. Well, I said, look, I know how you are with information. I'm getting it straight from the horse's mouth. So I actually went to the ex-brother-in-law's apartment, and I said, okay, I've heard what everyone else said. What do you have to say? So he gave me a story. And about his first story, the first incident that happened, is his story didn't really change. Whereas the daughter, the ex-daughter, stepdaughter, her story seemed to change by the week. And we'll come to find out, her mother was putting pressure on the stepdaughter not to press charges against the uncle because he'd go to jail for a long time. And I've almost been divorced now almost a year. But I heard about this yesterday, and today I woke up with no appetite. And the reason is because even before the first incident, I pulled the ex-wife aside and I said, look, I know he's your brother and you've been there, you grew up together, but there's something off about this guy. I don't know what it is, but there's just something off. You watch him. That's kind of what I said. And even one of my best friends said that. There's something shady about that guy. He's kind of one of the, like I said in the previous video, he's an incel, meaning he's involuntarily celibate. He would like a woman with all of his means, but he's a blue pill beta male, so that ain't ever going to happen. But anyways, my warning wasn't heeded the first time by then she was the wife, and so that happened. So long story short, CPS got involved. He couldn't be the babysitter no more, and she had nobody else, so she had to quit her job just to babysit. And then that's when I was paying for everything. And I'm telling you fellas, you do not want to be the workhorse for a single mother with kids, because it's a never-ending rat wheel. But that's beside the point. So anyways, yesterday I go over my friend's house, and incidentally it's the same friend who she ran out his back door and jumped over his back fence today. But anyways, he mentioned how she came over there and basically used him as an emotional tampon, because like I said, man, she doesn't have nobody, no shoulder to cry on. So she goes over there looking for handouts, but it don't ever happen. Anyways, come to find out now, he was a little bit too touchy-feely with the same oldest ex-stepdaughter again. And now he can't claim it was a misunderstanding. And what irritated me about it, and still does, even though, I've calmed down a little bit, is when I went there the first time and questioned him, he looked me right in the eyes and he lied to me. He lied to me. And I know liars are nothing, but you don't look a person in the eye and lie. That just is wrong. So I believe that the inappropriate touching never stopped. It just got stopped reporting on. So, like I said, yesterday I find out again that the creepy ex-brother-in-law isn't allowed to babysit anymore because of the situation. And it's like parallels. I've talked in previous videos, and I don't really give a shit how long this video goes. I'm going to get this out because that's just how I am. So if you don't like it, go to someone else's channel, Anyways, back to my train of thought. It bothered me because that son of a bitch would come in my house and babysit the kids while the ex-wife and I were at work. And it didn't just start happening. He's been doing it a while. So, I got to thinking today, most likely he was doing that shit in my house. And that's what disgusts me. And it disgusts me because the whore ex-wife, she believed her pervert brother over her own children. But that's the same mistake that her own mother made. Because the whore ex-wife is following identically in the path of her own mother, who was a pass-around girl for the Hells Angels. So the whore ex-wife, she's the pass-around girl for the company that I work for. And they can have my leftovers because there ain't nothing left after that. That's literally all she had to offer. But anyways, it bothers me because we all seen this coming. And whether the first incident happened or not, I don't know. But looking back on it, it looks like, yeah, it was all true. Well, this second incident, like I say, man, there's tons of evidence. This isn't the first time. And I got to, when I first heard about it, it enraged me. And all I thought was, man, if I could go to jail for 24 hours and pick my cellmate, you knew who I would pick. But after that faded, it's like, well, good job messing up, your niece's life. For the rest of her life, she's going to carry that. And odds are she's going to end up siding with the feminist movement and all men are dogs because one incel blue pill can't keep his hands to himself. So now you've destroyed a whole little girl's future. You sick fucking son of a bitch. That's my video tonight. And if you're watching this, you piece of shit, you know who you are. You won't last a fucking year in prison. Chad and Tyrone will make you their bitch. And I didn't have to get you back. Karma bit your pervert ass in the back. Man, it makes me mad. And it's supposed to. Because children are helpless. And if you want to be a pervert, that's one thing. But don't be forcing it on the kids. Same if you want to be a homosexual. That's your choice, but don't be forcing it on the kids. I don't care whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, transsexual, pansexual, whatever other sexual things they got. If they're under 18 and you're forcing it on them, you're a fucking pervert. That's my video. And fuck you if you don't agree with me.